You're watching CBT News official coverage of the New York Automotive Forum hosted by NADA, JD Power, and New York International Auto Show.
Hey everyone, Jim Fitzpatrick. I'm on location here at the New York Automotive Forum, which is hosted by NADA and JD Power and also the International Auto Show. So we are now joined by Claudia Márquez, who is the Chief Operating Officer at Hyundai Motor of America. You have seen this young lady all over automotive news and all over retail and wholesale automotive. So thank you for taking the time out of your schedule to join us.
On the contrary, thank you so much for inviting me. Very happy to be here.
Sure. So let's kind of jump right in here. The first quarter of Hyundai, another record-breaking month, right, for you guys at Hyundai, and talk to us about that.
That's right. I mean, I probably can start by saying we had a record year, as you know, last year, over 836,000 units.
Wow.
And we started very strong the quarter two, which is, of course, very nice. March, that just recently finished, retail was up at 15%, total sales also 13%. So all in all, if you think also January, February, March, it was our best January, best February ever, best March ever, and as a conclusion, the best quarter ever, so
that is fantastic.
Extremely happy.
That is fantastic. So let's talk a little bit about EVs, which seem to be the big buzz in the room today here at JD Power Forum. You know, between the tax savings that they might take off, or I should say the credit they might take off, a lot of people are concerned about that. Talk to us about EVs in the marketplace.
So, I mean, thank you for the question. Of course, we have seen in the past, 6-7 months, a little bit of slowdown in EV adoption. Yeah. Now, I have to confirm that when it comes to Hyundai, we have Ioniq 5, as you probably know, Ioniq 5N, if you want
cars.
A little bit more power.
Yeah.
Then the sedan Ioniq 6, and we are now going to launch very soon, next month actually, Ioniq 9, which is our first EV with 3 rows. When we look into the performance, we're actually growing importantly year on year. Mm-hmm. So the intention, of course, the full strategy of Hyundai is to have all of these models, but also to support customers in the future, which maybe hesitate or not. We offer whatever the customer wants. We have EVs, we have hybrids, we have plug-in hybrids, and of course, ICE vehicles. Sure. So we are doubling down. We have a beautiful investment, as you know, in Georgia. Actually, 2 weeks ago, I was there. I had the pleasure to assist to the inauguration. Yeah. So great, producing Ioniq 5 and Ioniq 9.
That's right. Well, talk to us about that incredible $21 billion investment in Georgia, which is, I should mention, the home state of CBT News. So we appreciate that very much. But talk to us about that and the impact that that has, especially in light of all of the talk about tariffs today and vehicles being built here on U.S. soil.
So again, thank you for the question. I mean, first of all, I want to confirm that the investment of the plant that today is a fact was in 2019. Okay. So the importance for Hyundai Motor Company to localize and invest in the U.S. is as important as for many others. Just creating jobs, of course, you were talking about the investment, but just the economy for the U.S. We are here to stay. We see the U.S. obviously a long-term, not only today, growth. And with that, the investments that you are talking, Savannah, which is already a fact, also recently, a couple of weeks ago, the executive chair of Hyundai Motor Group also confirmed $21 billion of investment between 2025 and 2028. That actually also includes steel manufacturing factory. Yeah. So we're here to stay.
Sure. Do you think that Hyundai will see more marketing by Hyundai that says these vehicles are now built in the U.S. because of the tariffs that we see? Because I think there might be some consumers out there that are shopping for vehicles that are not aware of the investments that you've made in the U.S.
So now that you are asking that question, and thank you again, I mean, just to give us stats, I was telling you that in 2024, we sold 836,000 units. Out of them, about 40% were vehicles built in the U.S. So we have our amazing factory in Alabama, and just now we started operations in December. And of course, this is a factory that is today going to produce 300,000 units with extending the capacity to 500,000. So, of course, we are producing a lot in the U.S., and this is not something that just happened. Right. It's a long strategy that is actually working now.
Right, right. What are some of the things that might keep you up at night about the industry as we go through this period of time?
So I started this job 3 months ago in January, and really having fun. Of course, the current environment is tough, and it's tough in the way of you have to constantly change strategies. Again, I'm very happy to represent a company, as we call Hyundai Speed, which means you have to be fast, you have to be flexible, you have to be smart.
Sure.
But probably even more important, you have to take care of the customers, which is what we do.
Right.
I don't know whether you are aware that we last week confirmed our Hyundai Assurance program, which is not the first, but is not the first in the previous years. But of course, in this particular context, we are guaranteeing to customers and giving peace of mind that we're not going to increase MSRP in the next at least 2 months. So we are really taking care, looking at consumer sentiment, looking at what competitors are doing, and of course acting always in view of being very positive to our customers.
Yeah, you do an incredible job at Hyundai. I'm going to change gears a little bit because I think you're uniquely qualified to answer this question. What do you think the automotive industry needs to do as a whole to attract more females in the C-suite of either OEMs or retailers?
That's a good one. I mean, I have been in this industry for 29 years, and I'm here today with you at the NADA.
Sure.
And we're most of us still men. I mean, it's something that is getting better, I have to admit, but we do need to give flexibility a little bit more for women, for them to be able to go in the ladder up. Diversity is key. I don't think I have to give the reasons behind that.
Sure.
And I know that the companies are aware and understand that, so we just need to support more this to happen.
Yeah. I think you're living proof of the fact that women can do an incredible job in the C-suite of OEMs and dealer groups, large and small, right?
I am, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, Claudia Márquez, who is the Chief Operating Officer at Hyundai Motor of America, knocking the cover off the ball. Thank you so much for joining me. Really appreciate it.
On the contrary, thank you for this space. It was fun. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you.